Hey guys, Dingle's back here, and I've got a 3v3 match for you. We played last night. If you saw my first cast, you'll know that Serpent is one of my good friends, and he and I and TheJerit are playing a 3v3 match against Terran Jarb, yellow, up here in the top left. Blood is the Protoss orange, and Jag is the Protoss purple. Now, the reason I chose to do this game, I played a lot of games last night, but I chose this one because it was kind of funny, and maybe it'll help you guys understand how to deal with a lot of the cheese that comes out. Um, all three of these guys basically tried to cheese us, and luckily we were kind of aware of it. We were paying attention, we were scouting, we were looking for it, so we kind of knew what was coming, and we'll show you what the outcome was here. You can see Blood's got his probe in position for a proxy already. And this gentleman here, Jag, is sitting here, which kind of tipped us off. When you see a probe sitting there when you're scouting, yeah, you can see me spot it. That's me right there going, hey, there's a probe sitting here. You might want to check that out. And you can see Serpent's going to turn around here, and he's going to go back and see what that probe is doing. Because if there's a probe just sitting there, that's not typical. Usually people will queue the probe up to go around your base at least or something. If it's just sitting there, first thing that goes through my mind is they're going to proxy. So you can see he starts to chase him off. The other gentleman is in his base. He gets the pylon down, and Serpent's scouting his base like a good little boy. Hey, look, he sees it. So there, we know that's coming. I'm up here. I'm scouting this gentleman here, who is Terran, who only has an engineering bay. Okay, here's a hint. If you see an engineering bay and you see gas, you know what's coming. A fortress rush. He's going to lift this thing off. He's going to fly over somewhere, and he's going to land it and build a fortress. That's it. I mean, there's no other reason to build an engineering bay first. And actually, I just missed seeing him lifting that off. Unfortunately, I would have liked to known he was doing that, but I think it's still there. So that is definitely something. If you see that, you know what's coming. I mean, there's no other realistic option. Although this guy, I don't think is very good at it because he didn't load his SCVs up in there, which I probably would have done. Then again, I usually don't do fortress rushes. So you can see this guy here, he's getting a forge. So yeah, we know what's happening. This pylon's still down here. Serpent's got a pylon. He may be going to cannon this guy back. Blood is progressing further in with that, and you can see it looks like Jarb is moving over to me. So I don't know this yet. I've just got one Marine. I've got a barracks. Nothing special. I've waited on upgrading my command center a little late because I wanted to see exactly what was going to happen. I wanted the mobility still. You see, Jag's moved into the TheJerit space, and he's built 2 pylons, and he's got 2 cannons coming down. I'm once again spotting for him. Jared, hey, got a little proxy. You might want to take care of that. So I came in. I tried to get the probe. I didn't get it. You can see Jarb is moving in here. He's landed his command center within view. Sorry about the screaming child that happens. Within view of me. I know he's here. So I just lift off. I know he's building his commands. There's a fortress. So I lift off, and I'm going to move down here in my expansion. So that's my response to it. As you can see here, we were able to get the probe, which was the goal, but he still did get 2 towers down. Serpent's got this cheese handled down here for that tower rush, and I am migrating all my stuff down here. So the only thing I'm leaving up here is a supply depot and refinery. Not a huge deal, not a big problem. And he's got a planetary fortress, which means he can't move it anymore. He can't lift it off. That thing's stuck there. So that's good. So I brought my 2 barracks down. I got my command center down here. I got all my probes out. I don't think he killed a single one. Maybe 1 or 2. Blood's moving back in to support his buddy with some more cannon rushes. He's building his own pylon. Jag coming in, Blood's coming in, so you can see me, I'm kind of laughing. There is a little bit of smack talk in this game. I apologize for that, but when you do a 3v3 and every single one of them tries to cheese, you got to talk a little smack. I mean, there's no way around it. Now, Serpent should have probably been going for the probes. If you don't kill the probes, then they're just going to keep building stuff. So Jag's got 2 probes in here. Blood's got 1 probe, and they've got towers and pylons going up like crazy. So this guy, knowing he can't move anywhere, he's kind of stuck now. Failed planetary fortress rush. Good job, buddy. So he's just distance mining these minerals. You can see I'm happily plugging way down here. I've got my barracks going. I'm building a factory so I can get to siege tanks quickly to deal with this. Siege tanks outrange all these towers and pylons. Now you can see here they are moving in steadily, and TheJerit is kind of in a big pickle here. There's not much I can do. I'm just going to try and prevent any more probes coming in with my Marines. You can see they don't have any forces. They don't have any forces at all. They have nothing. Serpent's down here whacking away at this guy. My scout's still sitting there. Oops, that's kind of noobish, but whatever. So Serpent's down here hitting this guy. He's got nothing to deal with it. I mean, he can build cannons, but that's it. And he's about to lose his forge, and the forge is down. So, yeah, Serpent's doing good. He took care of his rush, and TheJerit's kind of hurting bad here. He's got a forge up, and he's got lost all of his probes. So one comes out, hide your probe, hide it. It's your last chance. Hide your probe. Do it. Come on, TheJerit. Do it. Do it. Run away. Run away. He's just sitting there. Okay. So we'll see what happens there. Blood's moving his probes up because, as you see, Serpent took care of most of that stuff. Not a problem. This guy's got some towers in his base, so he's pretty well defended. Unfortunately, I don't know what I did with my Marines. I moved them back for a reason, and he got all his probes in. Sorry about that, TheJerit. My bad, bud. His probe is still sitting there. Looks like this guy's going to build a Nexus and take this base over. This guy's got barracks, 2 barracks going up, and a reactor. So he's still distance mining, so I know I'm beating him on income. There's no way he's going to out-income me at this point. So I've got my bunker set up. I've got a siege tank. Siege tank is researching. Serpent's taking expansion. Good guy there. He always is very proactive. And he's putting pressure on the purple guy now. And he finished off the Nexus of the... who was that? I think it was the orange guy. That was Blood. So they pretty much own this here. That's a lot of towers or cannons, whatever you want to call them. And there's not much I can do, but I do have a tank, and I should have siege tech is complete. So I'm just going to slowly work this out, get my Marines back here, so if this guy comes down with anything, I can defend my siege tank, because I'm pretty sure they don't have anything up in here. It's all cannons and probes and stuff like that. So TheJerit finally moves his probe. That was like 2 minutes later. Way to pay attention there, bud. So, excuse me. That's TheJerit's last chance of being in this game. So we got to save that probe. We are talking about this on TeamSpeak, obviously. So we know he has 1 probe in there. So I'm going to try and clear out this left side here so he can run his probe out and escape. See, Serpent's got some zealots moving around, checking for expansion and stuff. This guy's got dual reactors, so he's just going to pump out Marines, no upgrades. I don't know if I agree with that or not. Probably get a couple stim packs, wouldn't hurt. As you can see, I'm whittling down these towers. I'm taking out the pylons, and I'm just kind of, inching my way forward. I'm going to sneak up around the edge here. You see this guy says this game sucks, and you'll see some of that trash talk I was talking about probably come out. No, your cannon rush attempts do, yeah. So we were laughing pretty hard about it. They failed heavily. Yeah, that would be you guys sucking. So they're complaining about the game sucking, but they're all 3 trying to cheese, and yeah. So a little trash talk, but you know what? I think in this case it was well deserved. So he's still distance mining, and he's got 5 Marines. I'm not too worried about that guy. I've got 1 siege tank here, just in case. This bunker's actually empty, but he won't know that until he gets next to it. So TheJerit did get his probe out. So as long as that probe doesn't die, he's okay. We give him money, and he's gonna get his expansion going. So I'm inching closer here.